Okay, there.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to make sure you know all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on all new episodes of Wade's World, Boob Windows and Long Boxes, our Hard R movie reviews, and so much more, all completely uncensored. Access starts for as little as $1 a month, full videos when you pledge $3 a month. Check us out at the link in all of our show notes, or just go straight to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Parrish, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Podcast.
Diggity dang.
Wait, you're not here for Dick?
Oh, well, you are.
I'm here for Dick.
That's right, kids. It's a big 100th episode of Nightwing News. So, of course, it's me, Phil. Kristen is here. And Lil Hellfire's here. There's no 69 in sight, so Lil Hellfire.
But it's your 100th episode.
I know.
I can't believe she's been putting up with you for a whole 100 episodes. Good on you, Kristen.
Thank you.
I'm here for Dick. And maybe a little Bucky, but only if it's Sebastian Stan.
Oh, great. So, yes, that's right, kids. For the big 100th episode, we're doing a crossover of Batman and Captain America. My She-Hulk big fans on Rick. What do you mean, Sebastian Stan, Lil Hellfire? I thought you were like a Chris Evans Stan.
Chris Evans can get it all day, every day. Of course I am.
So, Lilith, have you caught up on the current Nightwing run or no?
Yeah, of course. I read it in batches. I let like 4 issues build up, and then I read them. So I still miss the prime time, but it's not bad. It's not bad.
I mean, Tom Taylor, I thought, has been doing pretty good.
They've got Tom Taylor working overtime. I'm worried about that kid.
I swear, you get like Marvel and DC, you nail like one home run and they just start powering stuff on you. It's just like Kelly Thompson over at Marvel. It's just like, he puts out a good Nightwing. They're like, oh, have a Superman book, kid. Well, he's doing both.
Well, anything to get that hype going, and definitely, it's well deserved. I'm not saying it's not well deserved, but anything to get the hype train going for these books, they got to do what they got to do.
Yeah.
So you can get a new number 1. You know how it is.
Uh-huh.
The covers have been top notch.
Oh yeah,
In the new Nightwing, the covers and the second edition of the covers also amazing. They've really been hitting it out of the park there.
I think that's what they really love. They're just like, oh man, you're doing so well. You're selling out. And we got to do a second printing. Oh, that means multiple covers. Yes.
I know. They've got me sucked in. I bought a couple of the second run because I was like, oh, that cover's so cute.
Give me the money, gimme. And it's Nightwing. So
I like the new run because it's been pretty fun. And, no one has brain damage. So that's always good.
Yay.
Yes. We're not giving it the old Osborne treatment. Yes, I appreciate that greatly.
Goodbye, Rick Grayson. Goodbye. And isn't Titans coming back soon? Is that like July or is that August? Maybe.
Hey, I thought it was August.
I don't know. I would assume it's coming back. I haven't heard anything, but I haven't been listening either.
Yeah,
I think it's August, right?
Yes, I'm looking that up, but
we're getting Death in the Family supposedly, so
well, everything's Gotham. It's set in Gotham. You're welcome, Rob. I think we're getting Scarecrow, we're getting Barbara, so
I'm excited for Barbara for sure. But you know what? I secretly want her to just end up with Starfire. Is it just me?
I just want to see them do more with Starfire because I feel like she has not gotten her due yet in the show.
Has anybody really outside of the character of Nightwing? I mean, Beast Boy and Raven are a joke. Like,
they just try to throw so much into these seasons. It's like there's no time for to flesh out anybody really.
Yep, that's true. All right, that's not what we're here for.
But
not at all.
Batman and Captain America.
So how did Phil talk you into this book?
This was her pick.
Oh, really?
He said something about You said something about Captain America, and I said, did you know that there's an Elseworlds Batman and Captain America? And I don't think you did. You hadn't read it before, had you?
No.
And it's John Byrne, for goodness sakes.
So then I was like, well, I guess we better do it, because I was filled with smug pride that I had read something and Phil didn't even know about it. Oh,
Nice.
I guess it was just a perfect storm where I never read it. When this came out in 97, I guess I had never read it at that point, and I don't think they've reprinted it at all anywhere. So
I assume I got this puppy on eBay. I actually don't know. Lost in the sands of time.
So what kind of searches do you do? Do you just do like every appearance of Dick Grayson?
Sorry, what? What'd you say?
You just search for every appearance of Dick Grayson?
Yeah. Yeah. If a comic has Dick Grayson in it, I'll read it. And if it doesn't, I probably won't.
Oh, just huge collections, all the 40s and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that website, Comic Vine, that you can click on the character and they'll tell you their appearances and stuff. And I went through. I have somewhere on some external hard drive a list, these little hand lists of Dick Grayson's appearances. Like, this is where his Robin, this is where his Nightwing, this is where his Batman before New 52. I did some with New 52, but yeah, I've tried to read every single one. I'm not sure I've done it all, but
That's
someday.
very ambitious, ma'am.
That's a history.
I mean, she wrote a book. Maybe she's doing research for another book? Question mark?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh my! Teach a class on it.
Someday, maybe.
They let the other real professor, Will Allred, who I podcast with, he did a class on comics a few years back.
I'm hoping to do a class on history through graphic novels. Batman wouldn't really make an appearance, but there are a lot of really good graphic novels out there that are about history now.
That'd be the easiest class. Every time you just come in and be like, yeah, I know Batman and Robin. Okay.
They wouldn't be in the class. That would have to be a different class.
So do you know any history about this issue? Like how it came to be? Because this just seems really odd. I mean, I know they were into like doing the character mashups and stuff like that. Like Phil and I just did Batman and Spawn over on We Are the Nightly Batman podcast.
That's a good question. That's a good question. I think somebody talked about it on the internet, and so I either bought it from eBay or on some shop, or I got it when I went to a convention a few years ago. But you know why I think I got it probably was because it wasn't super expensive. I mean, it's from some American icons, so I guess they must have been doing a series where they were trying to pair major.
Yeah, doesn't this one come from when like
characters?
Wolverine fought Lobo, and then Spider-Man fought Superboy, and then that Storm and Wonder Woman did? I think it spun out of all of that.
Oh, the Marvel versus DC. I mean, yeah, it seems like after that, because like that one we're going to talk to Chichester about, the Daredevil Batman one. I think that was like the same year as this. So I think they were doing a bunch, like the late 90s, they were doing a bunch of crossovers.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Marvel was battling bankruptcy, and I guess DC was like, okay,
Well, then they need to update and make new ones so that Marvel can throw DC a bone.
Like, remember when we did the thing for you? Yeah, we need that.
Can we do that again? Yeah.
Disney's just like,
Yes. So beyond that, and I think probably I realized, it's going to have Robin. It's like, it's going to be Batman and Robin, and that means Robin will be Dick Grayson because it's supposed to take, it's going to be classic Batman and Robin. So I'll read it because it meets my base level requirement. Does Dick Grayson appear in this comic? Yes. Okay.
oh Lord, and this takes place on Earth 3839.
And I like that it's drawn in the style of like the golden age of the 40s too. I thought that was a nice little touch.
And it's set in the 40s. I mean, it's a pretty good. It's a pretty good villain. I mean, bringing in.
Well, and I was going to say, and this whole thing, except for the colorist, who is Patricia Mulvihill, everything else is Byrne. John Byrne, writer, penciler, inker, letterer. It's all Byrne. Cover, Byrne.
I mean, when you have John Byrne, you might as well put him to work. Make him work for those shekels.
I don't know if he likes doing that because he was doing that for the longest time with Fantastic Four, wasn't he? Writing and drawing it.
I feel like the passion projects that he does that. You know what I mean? He has to be like really passionate about it to do that because it is a lot of work. In some ways, other times when you don't have to collab with somebody and wait on their feedback, it can go faster. Maybe he's just that kind of person.
That's true. I think I wanted to get it for this panel. No, wait. I always do that. For this panel right there, where Batman says, "Something that's not on your need to know list just yet, chum. Captain, you'll excuse us. Robin and I have important matters to attend to. Captain, as do we, Batman, until we meet again." And then Bucky, do you see the way Robin kept looking at me, Cap? I guess he knows who's got the better partner and the more exciting life.
No, not even close.
Burn.
I really don't think it would have been hilarious if he'd made a comment about fashion. If somebody had been like, who has the better costume or something, that really would have been aces.
Well, at least Captain America and Bucky dress in the same colors. Why does
Captain America doesn't mind
lack
getting
creativity
shot.
there.
Yeah, but it's well,
He's got the shield. He doesn't mind getting shot.
Lilith is like, why does Batman wear black? So because he doesn't want to get shot. Why does Robin wear bright colors? Because Batman doesn't want to get shot.
Because he's an acrobat.
All right.
Anyway,
I know you wanted to do some live read of some of this. So did you pick some pages or passages for this?
let's see. I'd kind of forgotten that there isn't like a ton. I mean, I read my best one.
But yeah, I mean, if anyone hasn't read this, it's just, it's set back during World War II, and they're fighting, the Joker shows up, but then of course eventually the Red Skull shows up. And let me just thank Lil Hellfire for showing up, because I know Captain America is her favorite character.
Oh, we should go.
I like the Elseworlds though. Like, I just like shout out to the Elseworld tales. Like, we really need more of that, and not set in like Dark Metal Nights and the Joker and the Batman Who Laughs. Like, let's do other stuff. There's other stuff we could do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny. Yes, it's pretty funny because it's revealed that Joker did not realize he was working for Red Skull, and so it's pretty classic. That mask must be cutting off the oxygen to your brain. I may be a criminal lunatic, but I'm an American criminal lunatic.
America.
That's right.
It's like
even the Joker knows that Nazis are bad.
Well, that's like it. That's like, did you guys? I mean, I'm sure Lilith has, but did you ever watch the Rocketeer movie? The gangsters are all about stealing that rocket pack till they find out it's for the Nazis. They're like, no, I may be a crook, but who's that Paul Sorvino? He's like, yeah, I might be a crook, but I'm American.
Right. Red Skull. How unfortunate. Such misplaced patriotism. And then they shoot each other, and it turns out their venoms are the same. What?
Whoa.
Hey-oh.
Crazy. But I think even though sadly our bro Robin's not in it, obviously the best part to read would be the Bruce Wayne Steve Rogers fight.
What, in the house? Yeah, in Wayne Manor. Yeah.
No, it's in Bruce's office.
Oh yeah.
Bruce hitting it off on the table. I don't think so, Rogers. Steve's inner monologue. Wow, that's some spectacular move for a man in his shape. Oh, Steve just like, Bruce is a doughboy.
Comparatively, yeah.
And then Bruce,
pretty boy.
he moved like grease lightning.
Go grease lightning.
There's no way he could have anticipated my leap. Amazing! I haven't seen Wayne lift anything heavier than a martini glass, but the muscles under this cloth is as hard as steel.
Do we ship it? Is it fluffy?
Boy, deceptively strong, even though people only see them lift alcohol. That sounds like you, Lilith Hellfire.
Wait a minute.
Matching move for move. Steve, some of these moves are straight out of jujitsu and Okinawa tape, but there aren't 10 people who even know these disciplines outside the Far East. But who figures it out first? No prizes. Steve or Bruce, what do we think?
Oh wait, who's their identities?
Come on.
Obviously,
Detective.
World's Greatest Detective. He's the one that says, all right, Captain, we don't need to pursue this any further.
I think my favorite panel is Steve jumping out of that plane and going Geronimo. That's a nice panel.
Yeah, is that near the end or the beginning?
Near the end. I also like all the car chases in here. It's pretty sweet too.
Oh yeah, okay.
I like the panel of the Batcave too.
Or how about Captain America swinging in the Commissioner Gordon's, short, stocky Commissioner Gordon's office.
Yeah.
Burn.
That wasn't bad.
The Batplane's pretty dope too in this one, by the way. I like that one the best.
Yeah.
Well, Batman calls Robin chum a couple times, and that's pretty awesome.
And I know,
although it does break. So this is one thing I was a little bit confused about because I don't totally know Captain America. It's not like my friend or anything. Is obviously Robin is way younger than Batman, so it makes sense when Batman, plus that feels very 1940s when he's like, let's move along, and Robin's like, there's something you're not telling me, and Batman's like, yeah, I can, it's top secret. Robin's like, okay. And so it feels very Batman, channeling his bad dad kind of thing. But Captain America does the same thing to Bucky, and Bucky's in the war, so he has to be older than Robin, right?
Didn't he sneak into the war or something? Didn't they both sneak into the war underage, technically?
His dad, in the comics, his dad was like a soldier, and his mom had died, I don't know how long ago, but then his dad was a soldier, and then he got killed, and so again, it's like the late 30s, early 40s, so it's I guess the army base just kind of adopted him, or I don't know.
So he really isn't old enough to be.
He's technically, he's not, he was basically just the camp mascot, and then one night he walks in and sees Steve change it. Steve Rogers, a Captain America. Well, you better make me your sidekick, or I'm gonna blab. It's okay.
I didn't actually even realize it was that much of a secret. He's like a souped up super soldier. So.
They used to do the secret identity thing, but yeah, not anymore. But
old school Captain America. It's tough going. You definitely want to read modern Captain America for sure.
I'm sure old school Captain America is very jingoist. Okay, so that was something they changed for the movies. They aged Bucky up then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because especially at the same time, when Batman and Robin first appeared, they kind of tried to make Captain America and Bucky like the Batman and Robin over there at the same time.
And Wonder Woman. If Wonder Woman and Batman had a baby, it'd be Captain America.
Oh.
It's true.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
So how do you like Captain America's portrayal in this issue?
Who, me?
No, Kristen. Nobody cares about you, Philip.
I thought he seemed fine. I thought it was interesting. I really only know him from the movies, and obviously I know Batman more. So I thought it was kind of good that I could see a little bit how he is different from Batman, and how I don't want to say he's not as smart as Batman, but I guess he's not as smart as Batman. Just in that, it's clear when they're having this fight that Bruce picks it up pretty quickly that Steve Rogers is Captain America. That's why they had him watching me, not just some rando GI. So I thought that was good.
At this point, he's only, he's just following orders. He's basically, like a soldier. It was until he gets frozen and unfrozen, he becomes his own man. But two, I think it's canon. When he gets the super soldier serum, he's only 19 or 20. So Batman might be older than him at this point in the story. So
Batman should definitely be older than him, like at least 10 years older. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and I did think that was interesting that, yeah, he was basically, so he's Captain America, but he's basically, other people tell him what, he's like, okay.
A good soldier, yes.
Yeah.
And I know these guys are like super villains, but I love how like the Red Skull has to wear like a giant swastika on his chest, so you know he's a Nazi.
I was gonna say, just in case you forgot, just in case you were gonna root for him like a weirdo. There you go.
I also did enjoy how low, since it's the 40s, how low tech it is. Like Captain America just walks up to a giant map and is like, I need a ruler and a pencil. That's where we go. Let's do it. Like, we didn't use Google Maps. We're not, hacking into anybody's computers. We're just drawing some lines on a map.
Again, it's the 40s, and then too, once you get to the Batcave, anything in there seems high tech compared to everything else in the story.
Right. Also, it was cracking me up how they took the Manhattan Project and, of course, turned it into the Gotham Project. Because everything always has to be Gotham. Even though,
work if you can get it.
Even though knowing how crime, don't they say something in here about how, yes, Gotham is known as a seething matrix of crime and corruption. Then why on earth would you set up a major nuclear?
What better place to blow off the map, Kristen? Accidentally.
All right.
I was going to say, yeah, if it accidentally goes off, who's going to?
Who cares? No big loss.
Bruce Wayne will care. Except he might be exploding.
And I love in like all these crossover stories, and they did it here too. It's in, Batman encounters the Red Skull and Captain America encounters the Joker. But of course, at some point they find a way to make them switch partners too. Like when Batman gets captured by the Red Skull, he's with Bucky, and Captain America was with Robin for a while. Yeah.
Well, because
what's that panel where they're like, this might be a massacre for some, but this is but a mere like fist fight for Captain America and Batman. And they're doing side by side. It's like, oh my god, it was really were that cheesy back then.
I love that Zeppelin, touch. Yeah. Where there's Zeppelin on the Zeppelin or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, when Captain America gets knocked out of the plane and who grabs his hand and saves him? The Batman. Oh, yeah, this is a great line. When he said, Captain America, you couldn't have arrived at a better time, Cape Crusader. I might have overreached myself. Batman, we all make mistakes, Captain. That's why they put erasers on the end of pencils.
I love Batman.
I'm with words of wisdom like that, Ray. How could you not?
That's true.
How could you not? And then, yeah, that leads up to my fave panel where Bucky tries to throw shade at Robin. Oh, no, you didn't, Bucky. Oh, no, you didn't. You do not have the more interesting partner and exciting life. Don't even.
I'm like, Batman's a millionaire, multi-millionaire. Have fun with that, Bucky. Have fun with your camp rations, buddy.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's living off whatever the army's giving them. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess punching Nazis is pretty exciting, but the war's not gonna go on forever.
Plot twist it did, but
I guess
just in a different shape.
True enough, we are still fighting.
I mean, never really addressed it, but why isn't Bruce Wayne been drafted? Is he making up?
Because he's rich. Rich people, literally, especially back then, didn't go to war.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Elvis didn't go to war.
Making stories about bone spurs in his feet or something.
No, he was rich. He didn't have to.
He
was probably deferred.
I give
like
money.
Bush.
Yeah, they do never deal with that in the comics, but in the super racist serial Batman from 1943, I think it is, they do explain that what Batman is doing at home counts as his service. So he's not a weenie who skipped out.
Whoa.
Now he's a rich weenie. We can all agree to that in 2021. It's fine. He's not even that rich anymore. So there's that. Karma.
Yes. Also, I enjoy him. I guess that's what looking at this, checking the stocks in the 40s, is that getting that ticker tape out of there. He's like, that's pretty sweet.
Coca-Cola, 5 points. Stop.
Yeah. So that's pretty fun. And of course, I enjoyed how Dick has his amazing old-timey spit curl.
That boy's thighs are out of control. Somebody get him some pants, please.
Nope.
Dick Grayson has not skipped leg day in his life.
Every day is leg day. Every day.
Hey, it has to be. Hey, when they taught you to walk on a tightrope, when you were learning to walk as a toddler, and they taught you on a tightrope. Yeah, every day better be like that.
When you wear clothes like that, every day is leg day. But yes.
Since Lilith is back, yeah. Did anyone think Joker pulled any boners this episode?
He was actually competent in a way that Red Skull wasn't, but Red Skull couldn't be competent because he's a Nazi. That's the thing.
But obviously, Joker pulled a huge boner. He was working with a Nazi.
Unknowingly, and once he realized,
Again, he didn't know at first.
Yes, but working with a shady foreigner. Huge boner. Come on.
welcome to America. I
Get
mean, we did take defected Nazis. Like, it is known.
Get it together, Joker. There's a war on.
Their venom is the same, though. That was the best.
Spraying each other in the face.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Does that mean the Nazi? Oh my God! Does that mean the Nazi gave their formula to the skull, and did they get it from Gotham?
All trails lead back to Gotham. I firmly believe.
They probably stole it from.
Stole it. Somebody sold it to them.
Maybe Joker unknowingly, since he commits so many boners.
Joker's crazy like a fox, though. We always have to remember that.
Oh, that
plays the long game.
That would have been funny. Yeah, they just show him like mowing down Nazis and stuff. Joker, because I mean, the good guys can't kill, but Joker can.
Well, and originally, did Captain America ever kill people? I mean, he was in a war. Or did he merely punch the Nazis?
In World War II, I think he did carry. I think he did. He might have had a gun. Yeah, it's after when they brought him back in the 60s. You know, Stan didn't let him like shoot people.
That's fair.
One time in the 80s.
That being said, he is Captain America, and that's kind of how we roll.
Excelsior!
Okay, Phil, you might find this interesting. This is in the same universe as Superman and Batman Generations.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's the epilogue.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I have mixed thoughts about Superman and Batman Generations because Dick dies, so I'm like...
Well, they like age everybody, you know. But of course, Batman and Superman survive because Superman's an alien and Batman just like takes regular dips into the Lazarus pit.
I was gonna say penicillin tea and the will to live.
You won't marry my daughter, but you'll use those damn Lazarus pits.
And also, I think the best shade, it wasn't Bucky's shade toward Robin. It was Bucky's shade toward the Batmobile, where he's like, your Batmobile would get shredded like tissue paper on the battlefield. Batman's, I agree. That's why it's built for the urban setting of Gotham. Duh.
Oh, yeah.
Duh, you little pip squeak.
That's right. That's right.
He's like, Captain America, come get your boy. Come get your boy.
Get this
Alfred to give him a spanking. Come get your boy.
There's a reason he died and we didn't bring him back till what, mid 2000s. Yeah, there's
to be the Jason Todd. Like you can't be Dick Grayson, so you got to be a Jason Todd.
Well, they did it around the same time they brought Jason back from the dead too. So coincidence?
I think not.
Yeah, Winter Soldier first appeared. Yeah, when Red Hood first came back. Yep.
Wow.
Always incompetent. Just like, oh hey, remember when Dick took over as Batman in the at the end of the 2000s? Guess what? Captain America. Everyone thought he was dead, but he was lost in time, and Bucky took over as Captain America. Just saying.
Wow.
They all steal.
Everybody steals from everybody. It's how you make it your own that
Oh,
counts.
Marvel and DC. Yo, yeah, they're always stealing off each other. We'll do it better.
Debatable.
Well,
debatable.
It depends. Sometimes one does it better. But yeah, that is funny with him, Captain America, at the big map with the ruler and pencil.
I like an optimistic Batman, though. That's the only thing from like the 40s that I enjoy about Batman, besides the aesthetic. I really don't enjoy those stories because they're super cheesy. I feel like I've outgrown them. But I do like the optimism.
Oh, you never outgrow cheesiness. It just nestles in there and sticks with you forever.
Cynic. That's what I am. I have no emotions. Tell her, Phil.
In the words of 1940s Batman, don't be gay.
Don't get gay. That's what
you said. Okay.
Jeez, Phil. Someone hasn't read his 1940s Batman as many times as I have.
But I want to be happy. What's wrong with being happy?
Yeah, we haven't figured out what exactly Batman means by that, because he says in response to Robin saying, "I see a dinosaur."
Maybe.
What a boner!
Oh,
but he really did see a dinosaur. It turns out.
Maybe he just thinks kids get happy at dinosaurs. I don't know.
Is that where the dinosaur in the cave came from?
It turns out, no, this is an earlier dinosaur episode. It happens to be the same. It's Batman number 10, where we have the awkward birthday spanking. It's a real treasure of an issue.
Nice.
Where the hand gropes yielding flesh. You're like, who wrote this?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Dick's Bruce spanks Dick. I for a second there, I thought you were talking about when Alfred spanked Catwoman.
Oh yeah, no.
There's so much spanking in the early.
That was a different one. Or when Batman spanked that random lady, and he says, "Quiet, or Papa spank."
If you're a woman or a young child in the 40s, man, you got a spanking, dude.
I don't like the Bucky Batman team up. There, I said it. My least favorite part of the issue.
I mean, Bucky just doesn't have that little something extra that Robin brings to the game.
I agree.
I don't know if they just like purposely put a chip on Bucky's shoulder just to like make him different.
Well, they're from New York, see?
Yeah,
Ouch.
I thought they just did that to make him different from Dick, though.
But he's always been a little cocky, kind of, sort of. So it makes sense, but like it just, I don't know, it didn't play well off of Batman. Meanwhile, Robin is Dick Grayson is very versatile. He finds a way to get along with anybody. I mean, he gets along with Jason Todd, for goodness sakes. You know, he basically is Damien's stepdad at this point.
Yeah,
it's his superpower.
It really is.
Yeah, Bruce gets along with the Robins all great.
I thought you meant women in tight black latex, but
as long as they don't ask for too much, Lo.
Well, maybe Bucky was so cocky because he showed up as the sidekick wearing pants, and he thought that made him a somebody.
Or maybe
he doesn't have the guts because he skips leg day.
I was going to say
he doesn't skip arm day, but he definitely skips leg day.
I was gonna say, yeah, he probably was just all jealous because he skips leg day. Oh yeah, please, he's a teenage boy. He ain't skipping arm day.
Oh my god!
Prerequisite.
Oh
man, you have to put a disclaimer on this one, Phil.
Oh,
I have you covered. This podcast is rated teen plus. Nobody tell Rob.
It's low.
Also, I thought it was good how Batman is one like, I faked being asleep, and so I tensed my muscles so I could, get out of there. That's a super Batman thing to do. And so that was a nice touch.
All right, let's start the headline. All right, kids, get this all over the internet. Batman fakes it. Yes.
It explains so much. But Robin riding a motorcycle with Captain America, totally boss. I'm just going to say it.
Also, did you notice that the company is Finger Company? Which I'm pretty sure, I mean, that's a reference to Bill Finger, I'm pretty sure. But also, yeah, that is true. And Captain America doesn't make Robin ride in a sidecar. He lets him sit behind.
Burn. Literally burn.
Burn. All burn. But yeah,
And I think Robin shows Bucky up because Robin is the one driving the bat plane or piloting, I guess it is. And he's like doing the magnet.
Who leads a boring life now, Bucky?
Who has the better partner? Mine lets me fly fancy planes.
even gives me one for my birthday.
Yeah, that's right. And he brought me a dinosaur. And a giant penny. But I still kind of feel like the Joker kind of steals the show.
He's the Joker, of course he does.
Right, exactly. He does. But as soon as, like I said, as soon as he finds out he's been working, he's like, I'm an American criminal insane man. And so then that's really the winning line, I would say.
Oh, but at least, I mean, the Red Skull is equal opportunity. It looks like he has a female lackey who Captain America just hits over the head with his shield.
Nice. Oh, yeah, you're right. And I do enjoy how Batman is smiling some when he's And of course, when they say Robin, do something with the plane, I am. Come on, baby, you can do it. He's giving the bat plane positive encouragement.
He's giving it all she's got, Captain.
But yeah, I love this art. Of course, you know, I love Byrne's art, but it's like, yeah, that is definitely 40s Joker.
That is definitely the Joker who laughs. Yes, the man who laughs. Inspiration. Yes,
That's definitely Mr. Boner himself.
I did think it was kind of funny that. So near the end, when Robin is radioing them, and Bucky's like, "What was that hellacious light?" That kind of surprised me. I was not expecting hellacious in a. I mean, I guess people use the word hellacious in the 40s. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because they dumped the bomb in like Joker and Red Skull like in the ocean. It's like, oh well, thank God they got the bomb went off in the ocean. Yeah, because that's not going to mess up any sea life or it's like it's not going.
I mean, the ocean's literally on fire right now. We'll be fine. It's late stage capitalism. It's totally fine.
Yeah, it's not like anyone's going to eat any irradiated fish or anything.
I mean, they did it over like populations and
I
stuff.
know.
So I mean, this is on trend.
Yeah. Oh yeah, then there's another one. Batman, loud and clear, old chum.
Yes, that was adorable.
Oh my God, they dumped the bomb in the ocean. Okay, Lilith didn't even know she wants this, but I'm about to give her a present. Lilith, you know what crossover they need to do, right?
Aquaman?
Aquaman and Namor.
See, like that's just too much pelvic thrusting. As Rick and Morty proved, a combination of those two is just too much pelvic thrusting. Can't handle
Clearly,
it.
it needs to be Godzilla, and Batman and Captain America need to clean up the mess that they made. Hello?
Wait a minute, King Kong is a Warner Brothers property. Nah, it wouldn't work.
King Kong with that bomb.
Here you go. And then, yes, so should we get to the epilogue?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so yes, as Lilith pointed out, that proves we're in the Generations verse because who is this red-headed Robin in there?
Bruce Wayne.
They all are just totally using not secret identity names, but they find, and it's Joker Jr., so I guess the original Joker, who knows, but they find some, I don't even know how they can tell it's special. Oh wait, something biological trapped there. It's like, it just looks like a big chunk of ice.
Well, that's how they found him in Avengers 4. He was in a giant chunk. He was frozen and like in the Arctic, and
that's not how cryogenics works, but okay.
Well, again, comic book science, they explained that it interacted with the super soldier serum. They'll,
That's not how any of this works.
I know.
Walt Disney would have been frozen if that's how it worked. Plot twist, kids. He's not really down there underneath Disney World. Sorry to break it to you.
Not in the tunnels, no.
So there we go. Captain America jumps up, like, don't worry. He's like,
yeah, because
I used to be Robin. Oh.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what he did in Avengers 4. It's just he was in a sub with the Avengers when they pulled him out of the ocean. So.
And we go back and we get to see the dinosaur, and we see Alfred, and we see Bruce, and we see Batman, and we don't see Bruce Wayne Jr.'s mom.
Because women never matter, duh.
whatever redhead she was.
Yep.
But I do
Sad.
like he gave credit to Roger Stern for the idea for that epilogue.
John Byrne knows where his bread is buttered.
Wait, who's Roger Stern?
Another famous comic book writer. He's right.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, over on DC, he wrote a lot of Superman, but like Marvel, he did a lot of stuff. Yeah.
So there we have it. Do you think that Batman Captain America is the most natural team up, or like would Captain America Superman have been better?
Captain America Wonder Woman is actually the most natural team up, but they've never done it.
Well, that's sad. They should get on that.
They're too afraid people would ship them because she does have a thing for military guys named Steve.
That's true. But
they're both like people out of time, have a lot of compassion. Like, to me, that's the most natural. And that's like, if they did like a 6 book miniseries, I'd read it.
Why?
But it was fun. Like I said, I think it was perfect because they picked the 1940s, where that time where Batman was as optimistic as old school Cap. So it's like kind of like a natural meshing. They're not like, having a pissing contest or anything like that.
Yeah,
I mean, Bucky was trying to have a pissing contest, but nobody was letting him
nobody
have
else
it.
was there for it. Yeah, can you imagine if they tried to do like 1980s Frank Miller Batman?
Oh, forget it.
Captain America?
Shoot him. He's like, what's this shield made out of? I want it.
Eat this rat, Captain America.
It would be like that one Spawn issue we covered, Lil. Frank Miller wrote the one Spawn Batman crossover, and basically Batman was calling him a punk every 2 seconds.
Every third panel.
Oh my God, he'd be treating Captain, if it was Frank Miller Batman, he'd be treating Captain America like he treated Superman. Yeah.
You're a joke, buddy. No one cares about you. You and your morality.
You're a puppet.
Well, he definitely wouldn't be calling Robin old chum.
Oh, no.
Old chum just reminds me of like A, SpongeBob, and B, Aquaman and Brave and the Bold. Outrageous.
I was like, and Adam West? No.
Yes, of course.
Oh, that's true. Shouldn't Aquaman be calling his sidekick chum?
Hey-o.
No, because chum's actually gross. Chum's the nasty stuff. Like the chum bucket in SpongeBob, it's not good.
You don't want to know the secret ingredient in Krabby Patty.
Oh my.
So, all right. So who would be a more natural Batman pairing then?
I mean, I was reading ahead for the podcast. I think the Batman Daredevil stuff, I think Daredevil's probably closest.
They're literally the same person outside of like an accident, making him blind. They're like literally the same person.
His personality's like Batman, but he moves like Nightwing.
Although he's not a martyr. Bruce has never been a martyr.
Well, Matt Murdock is just all that Catholic guilt.
So not Tony Stark, not Iron Man.
No.
It's really the only thing those dudes have in common, being rich.
It's money.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
And being smart.
Okay, smart and rich. I mean, I can tell
Batman's never been a drunk.
Yeah, I can tell it.
He's
And I
never
can tell
treated
it.
his people as bad as Iron Man's treated people around him.
Right, I was
That's
gonna say,
a
as
lot.
terrible as we joke about Batman being as a dad, and some writers do write him as very terrible. I mean, others write him as very good. And I feel like, as terrible as some people have written Batman, I get the sense that Iron Man's been worse.
Oh yeah, Iron Man's never had a sidekick, really.
I mean, outside of Rhodey.
Yeah, but I mean, no
And
kids.
not even then, really.
But I mean, no kids.
Yeah.
No kids.
He's like Picard on that front. He hates kids. That's why I just don't buy the MCU Spider-Man Tony thing. I hate it. I hate it.
I don't think Picard hates kids. He just doesn't want any of his own.
He hates kids. That's where I get it from. Shut up, Philip.
Shut up.
Well, he didn't want to pay child support.
Oh,
That's another conversation for another
Okay,
day.
so who should they have paired Superman with? If you were doing one like that.
Ooh.
I mean, the very first Marvel DC crossover, they did a Superman Spider-Man,
That was garbage, though. I mean, they're both red and blue, and they start with an S.
and they both work at newspapers.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they're like in way different points in their lives.
I know. Who would? I mean, you go with
I'll say it, Hulk, so we can settle the question once and for all. Hulk cannot beat Superman.
so little blind dates can shut the hell up about that.
Once and for all, please. Yeah, let's settle it.
Yeah, just from past experience, kids. I mean, she's chucked a couple of them to the door. If you say that Hulk can beat Superman in a fight, your date's over with Lilith right there.
Get out of here. Hey,
I'm just saying, though, that for me, that would be natural because, like, they both struggle with that whole thing. Like, I feel like that's an interesting pairing. Like, there's nobody that really touches Superman in the Marvel universe as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, yeah, like guys like Hulk or Thor could touch him power-wise. I think Captain America personality-wise is closest to Superman.
Even then, Captain America's a little too...
Well, it depends who's writing him, too.
Like, think about early Superman. He was very much a pragmatist, not an optimist, a pragmatist. So, like, if we were going with, like, the earlier days of Superman, definitely not Captain America. That'd be very much mismatch.
I mean, again, it depends who you have writing it. I mean, get Mark Waid. He's written both those characters. It's,
Poor Mark Waid. He's had to revitalize so many dang books. Never gets to do exactly what he wants to do. He always has to fix someone else's mess.
I think he pretty much got to do what he wanted with Wally West, at least in like the 90s.
That was fixing a mess, though.
Yeah.
He is definitely like whatever the comic book equivalent is of a script doctor. That's what he is.
okay, so if they were going to write one of these and Nightwing got top billing from DC, who would you want to see him with from Marvel?
Ooh, that's a good question.
What do we want to do we want to do a Nightwing Winter Soldier thing, or
No.
Yeah, that'd be a Winter Soldier Red Hood thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Daredevil?
No.
We could have different answers. Phil, you could say one and Boo.
Yeah, he won Daredevil. I just feel like because we did the Daredevil Batman and that was just such a good book. I don't think that we would need to rehash that.
What if
I'll just for the poops and giggles of it, She-Hulk, because he has a thing for green women,
strong
women of different colors, strong women,
But
competent women.
Does She-Hulk have red hair?
No,
She's all green.
but she's a strong woman. She's competent
Oh, yeah,
in and
she's
outside of her daily life.
But she's not a redhead. You and Dick Grayson have much in common, Lil. If he likes redheads.
Oh, I know. I know.
Oh, what about Nightwing and Moon Knight?
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
I mean, that would be interesting, but I think Moon Knight would win out in the end. No offense, and I'm not pandering to Ray.
And again, not the anger Ray, but I mean, I think the ultimate team up would be Moon Knight and Batman.
That's what everybody wants. Yeah.
What the F?
I don't know about with Nightwing, but of course, since I also have read the 70s stuff, when Dick was in college, they made some jokes about Spider-Man, like Peter Parker. So that would be interesting, like 70s version of Dick Grayson meeting 70s version of
Oh,
Peter
he'd
Parker.
solo him because Pete in the 70s was an absolute idiot. But that would be fun. No, that would be fun because they definitely both have really great personalities that could bounce well off of each other.
Well, and the other thing that would be interesting is because, of course, in the 70s, when Dick was in late high school and college, Dick was also into journalism. So that's actually how some of the jokes come up is Dick does some writing for the school paper, and somebody's like, hey, can you give me some pictures to go with this story? And he's like, who you think I am, Peter Parker?
Well, Peter Parker doesn't take very good pictures, so hopefully not.
Well, you web the camera to the wall and hit, just hit the timer. Yeah.
It's a point and shoot. Get a Nikon for the love of God.
And they're both in New York, I think. I'm not quite sure where New Carthage is. I feel like it moves around. But
it's Hudson University.
Hudson, it feels like it's supposed to be in New York. Not New York City, upstate New York, but whatever, close enough. They're in the same state.
Shh, that was at Kristen.
Oh, they're not in the same state?
New York is its own thing. Everything else outside.
Oh, well, okay, yeah, that's true. That's true.
It might as well be its own little country.
But as far as Nightwing, like I don't know. I don't really know Marvel really that well.
I'm trying to think. I mean, yeah, Spider-Man might be a good one.
Because all the sidekicks are kind of incompetent and never really outgrew the shadow. Like, no, they outgrew the shadow of being a sidekick. Like, they don't have, like, Teen Titans and stuff like that. Like, you get shipped off to the West Coast Avengers or Champions or Thunderbolts or whatever. Sorry, Phil.
Well, I mean, until recently, you didn't even have a lot of sidekicks, really.
Yeah. So they never got to, like, outgrow that shadow. There's just no character like Nightwing. There, I said it.
Because again, it's like Peter Parker. He first got his powers. He was 16. Yeah, fight me, nerds. Yeah, he was 16. So
and he's never had a sidekick.
Yeah, no.
And they never keep him on a team for long for good reason. He's very much a solo neighborhood street level guy.
I'm just saying, half the time, a teenager gets powers or something, they just become their own thing and they don't become a sidekick.
Or they turn into Cloak and Dagger. I don't wish that fate on anybody. Yeah, it's just a very different, like when it comes to like anybody like it similarly in the vein of Nightwing, it's just not really, nobody really comes to mind.
Yeah, like I said, I just like Daredevil, like he kind of moves like it's got the sticks, both drawn by
I guess he could meet up with Hawkeye, right? Don't they both come from the circus?
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't wish Hawkeye on anybody, but my thing is Hawkeye versus Green Arrow, and until that happens, I can't think about it.
Yes, that would be.
But two circus folk, yeah. Two circus folk.
How about Fraction Hawkeye meets Nightwing?
Okay, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Are there any other people from the circus in Marvel?
I mean, they're all clowns, but not the way you mean.
Oh my God, Nightwing and Hawkeye versus the Circus of Crime.
Oh, nice. Oh, you know what? I take it back. Gambit.
Oh,
Gambit and Nightwing. Absolutely.
There you go.
Because they both come from like a family with certain traditions that modern people can't wrap their heads around. They're both very suave.
What's Gambit? Wait, what's Gambit's family?
He's like actually a street rat, street orphan, but like he comes from like a guild of thieves. It's a whole thing. It changes every now and then, but yeah.
So what's the family tradition? Not the circus, but
yeah, like the guild of thieves kind of has a code of honor, like they make you believe carnies and circus folk have, kind of sort of like that.
Oh, okay.
How's the New Orleans?
Traveling from place to place.
Oh, okay, got it.
Never really putting down roots, stuff like that. Okay, now who's gonna write this? Where's my fanfic?
I just say, someone make it happen.
Well, what is that? What rule is it? If it's not there, you have to write it. Which rule is that?
I keep telling Marvel, I'm like, I have a comic book writer in the wings. All we need is a contract, and we, he'll write Quasar, he'll write whatever you want.
Hey, you talking about yourself?
The party. The party.
No. The writer of
I'd have to read up on Spider-Man, but I feel like I could do something at Hudson University, I could channel that 70s vibe.
All you have to do is watch the Tobey Maguire movies. You'll have it down perfect. Everything everybody likes about Spider-Man's in that movie. Don't do Andrew Garfield.
I have seen the Tobey one.
And
I'm something of a scientist myself.
He's kind of back at college at this point. Because every couple of years, like he drops out, and then a few years later, he goes back to college.
You know, if he would have just stayed, he could have had his PhD and been Dr. Parker by now. Otto Octavius really needs to get back in his body and get control of his life.
Hello? Dick Grayson could have had a PhD. He went to college for 10 years and it turned into 1 semester.
Rich people and their trust funds.
Damn,
that's the longest semester ever.
Damn crisis on Infinite
Earth. We don't talk about that here. We don't do that here, Philip.
Nightwing and Black Panther.
I can see that.
Black Panther, someone who's actually richer than Batman.
Exactly, yeah. He's a king of a country. Yeah, he better be richer.
Well, I don't know. Jeff Bezos is richer than some kings. I think he's giving the Saudis a run for their money, literally. So.
Oh my God, that's how Bruce Wayne's gonna get all his fortune back. He's gonna start like an Amazon or something. Oh my God, Amazon in the DC universe, and Wonder Woman's like their mascot.
This isn't Star Labs. We don't do that here.
They'd have to call it something else. Wonder Woman would be like, you can't use my name for some shipping company.
Right, he'll be like, yeah, part of it will go to charity. Can I use your name?
What's that extra country that they have that we don't? I forget. That's
Karak?
Yeah, that one. It'd have to be like something like a river through that place.
They have so many other extra countries. Because isn't the Queen Bialia? She's not from Karak, is she? She's from another place.
No,
Oh,
well, and where like Geoforce and Terra come from?
That's actually where I was thinking of.
Yeah, Markovia.
Markovia, yeah.
So whatever river's in Markovia, that's what.
Which is probably right next to Genovia, where the Princess Diaries are from.
I'll allow it. Anne Hathaway was Catwoman. I will allow it.
There you go.
And on that note, we're making Princess Diary references, Philip.
You know, Chris Pine is the dude she marries, so it also ties in with Star Trek.
Nice.
And he's a Chris, so that ties in with the Chris's. So then, boom, we're right back where we started with Captain America.
Did she just super connect us, bro?
Well, yeah. If anyone could do it, a real professor could do it.
Oh!
I love how we're just calling out everyone else on this anniversary episode.
We're one big happy family.
Are
you going to go see Black Widow?
One big happy Bat family.
Bat fam.
So, any other thoughts on this before we tell everyone what's coming up?
I think it's a great addition. If you don't have it, I've literally never seen anybody write anything bad about this issue. So if you don't have it, try to find it.
It's fun.
It is.
Channels in 1940s, old chum. You know,
it's John Byrne. You know, doing the 1940s style.
Good lines.
And I think he honors like all the characters. I didn't read this and think, oh,
this is a passion project. This is definitely him fanboying out.
Yeah. He channels them from the 40s very well.
Yeah, and I mean he's written Marvel and DC, so he knows all these characters. So.
And the Nazis are defeated, so boom, what's not to love?
Well, yeah, I kind of have to do that.
Not today. You didn't be a toss-up.
All right, so we done here?
Yes.
Right.
Also, I'm not sure when this is posted, but of course, this did make very suitable reading for the 4th of July weekend. So give yourself a year or so, and then you can read it next 4th of July.
Very patriotic. All right, so next time, for episode 101, or the last convergence, kind of got delayed.
Oh, bless your hearts.
Detective Comics 1 and 2. So
that one was good at least.
Yeah, no, that one was decent. Yeah, the Earth 2 Robin and Huntress versus Red Sun Superman.
Does anybody get married though?
No. Well, it's him and Huntress. Did you want him to get married to Huntress? Does he really want
So
to?
I feel like that'd be kind of weird, but I've read some of those issues from the 70s, and Huntress definitely has a crush on him, and sometimes they're like trying to hint that they might get together, and yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, no TV Barry and Iris vibes here. No.
They did it to themselves.
But Lilith will give a thumbs up to this. Episode 102, we're covering The Flash 81 through 83 by Mr. Mark Waid.
Nice.
Diggity dink!
Guest starring Nightwing and Starfire. Oh, yeah, Lilith, we have to ask Mark Waid. Kristen wants to know the origin of Diggity Dank, which he wrote into the Flash Plus Nightwing issue.
Diggity dink.
We'll do. Put it on the list, Phil. Put it on the list.
Put it on.
I'm still trying to make it a thing. I'm like Mean Girls. Fetch is not happening. Diggity dink is happening.
Get yourself a t-shirt, sister.
Mark my words.
Every time you go out of the house, put that t-shirt on.
Dink. Okay.
Oh, Lord. Teaching
Spread
class.
the word. Lilith, you get Florida. Diggity dank it up.
Mark my words.
Diggity dank.
All right, so send your thoughts on all that upcoming stuff. Did you like this issue, the Captain America Batman? Was Bucky a little jerk? Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Nightwing News on Facebook, Twitter. Find links to all of the various social medias for all of our shows. Find links to this YouTube channel. Find links to the Patreon, where July is going to be crazy. But it's always crazy. Links to merchandise. Stay hydrated.
Or get yourself a t-shirt.
That's right. Or
Dang, I'm a slacker. I don't have any of the merch.
That's right. I think me and Lil are the only ones. So links to everything, all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And please remember, go support Southgate Media Group. Go to southgatemediagroup.com. And after you check out our Patreon, go check out the Southgate Media Group Patreon. Lots of free and paid content there. And remember, 1, pick up Pod Life, the book, now in digital and paperback. Help support the Southgate Media Group. And 2, everyone should, but especially fans of this show, go pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. You don't know Dick. You better read that book. And when you pick up both of those books, and you better pick up both of those books, use the link for Southgate Media Group when you go on Amazon. Say hi to Lil, because she's there every day. But yes, use the link for when you go to Amazon. Help us support this show, the network, and that crazy man getting sprayed with all kinds of aerosols in the face, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain.
The face.
So says Master Doom. Please kick me in the pants. Why did your eye drift over to my box? Mark my words.
All right, Lil Hellfire, give us the drops.
All right. If you crazy kids want to follow me on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter at Lil Hellfire, live tweeting probably next fall because it's just not going to happen anymore the rest of the season. On Instagram at Lil Hellfire69, and of course on TikTok at Lil Hellfire69. Never know when I might drop content, so follow. Not in the face. Bye, Felicia. It's in his prison purse.
Oh boy. And Kristen never has. She makes me just do the book.
Nice.
I outsourced my work to Phil.
She's a busy professor. Leave her alone, Philip.
I know. That's why you should read the book. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, Love Hellfire, for joining us.
Anytime. So proud of you guys for making it to 100.
Thank you. Basically, everything's at 100 except for the stuff that started within the last year or so. Batman, Daredevil, Green Lantern.
Shameless. Shameless, shameless, shameless.
Got a plug. Who else is going to plug that? All right, kids. So, yes, come back next time for Convergence. Come back. Same wing time.
Same wing channel.
The Nightwing News.